Hey, this is the 1885 revised version of references in the Old Bible 3. And I'm already waiting for 2 to upload, so that's doing this thing there on my movie maker. And this is going to be 3, so this is going to be on my phone. So 4 probably on my movie maker, 5 will probably be on my phone, 6 will probably be on my movie maker, 7 probably be on my phone. Something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, dang, the dude got a sword. Anyway, I think we kind of smudgy there again. Let's see, yeah, well, that's a little bit better. Anyway, let me read these to you. It said, now we're in, let's see here. Esther, now we're going to Job. Last one with Esther. I hope you enjoy part 2. It's pretty funny. The introduction, the intro and the outro was pretty funny, I think. Job, chapter 8, verse 13. The hypocrite's hope shall perish. Revised version says, the hope of the godless man shall perish. Job 13:5. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. Revised version says, behold, he will slay me. I have no hope. 2 different things. What? Did you like that? I did. Anyway, Job 19:26. And though after my skins were destroyed this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. A Revised version says, and after my skin, even this body is destroyed, then without my flesh shall I see God. Huh? What? Job 31:35. That mine adversary had written in a book. Okay, Revised version says that I had the indictment which mine adversary hath written. What? Job 38:31. Canst thou bind the sweet influences? Revision says the cluster of the Pleiades. Okay. Psalm 8:5 says, thou hast made him a little lower than the angels. Oh, this is one of those ones right here. It just gets on your nerves. There's a difference. 2 different things. Revised version says, but a little lower than God, capital G. No. Man's not a little lower than God. He is way lower than God. Everything in creation is way lower than God. Let's see here. Psalm 10:4. God is not in all his thoughts. The Revised version says all his thoughts are, there's no God. 2 different things. Psalm 16:10. That will not leave my soul in hell. Revised version says my soul in Sheol. Psalm 19:3. There is no speech nor languages where their voice is not heard. Revision says there is no speech nor language, their voice is not heard. 2 different things. Psalm 68:19. Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth up us with benefits, even the God of our salvation. The Revised version says, who daily bears our burden, even the God who is our salvation. Now, the reason why I say there are 2 different things, okay, that one's about ready. The reason why I say there are 2 different things is because one of them has they're polar opposites. And why would somebody want to revise the Bible and come up with, they want to help people understand, but yet to come up with the exact opposite of what the Bible says, contradicting it, the Authorized Version. That I just don't get. Okay? How many minutes are we into? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. Psalm 88:13. In the morning shall my prayer prevent thee. Okay, Revised Version says, come before thee. Two different things. Psalm 116:11. All men are liars. And this one says, are a lie. Revised Version. Psalm 124:3. Then they had swallowed up us up quick. Okay. And Revised Version says, swallow us up alive. Well, that, quick doesn't mean life. It means lively. But it's proper. I don't think it's proper to have it like that by the revisers. Revisers, put it like that by the revisers doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe not as of yet, anyway. Psalm 141. Let him reprove me. It shall be, verse 5. It shall be in an excellent oil which shall not break my head, for yet my prayer also shall be in their calamities. Revised Version says, it shall be as oil upon the head, let not my head refuse it, for even in their wickedness shall my prayer continue. Proverbs 8:12. I, wisdom, dwell with a prudence, and found out knowledge of witty inventions. Revised Version says, I, wisdom, have made subtlety my dwelling, and find out knowledge and discretion. Proverbs 18:24. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly. Okay. The revision says, he that maketh many friends doeth it to his own destruction. Two different things. Proverbs 25:11. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold and pitchers of silver. And this one says, in baskets of silver. Revision. Ecclesiastes 2:17 and other places. Vanity and vexation of spirit. Revision says, vanity and a striving after wind. What? Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. And the revision says, this is the end of the matter. All hath been heard. Fear God. Isaiah 8:19. Wizards that peep. The revision says, that chirp. Beep, 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 beep. And that mutter for the King James. Isaiah 28:17. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. Revision says, I will make justice the line and righteousness the plummet. Isaiah 53:3. We hid, as it were, our faces from him. The revision says, as one from whom men hide their face. As one from whom men hide their face. Okay. Isaiah 53:8. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. Revision says, by oppression and judgment he was taken away, and as for his generation, who among them considered that he was cut off out of the land of the living? Jeremiah 2:3. All that devour him shall offend. Revision says, shall be held guilty. Okay. Jeremiah 4:30. Though thou rentest thy face with painting. Revision says, enlargest thine eyes with paint. Jeremiah 9:19 because our dwellings have cast us out. Revision says, because they have cast down our dwellings. Two different things. Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful. Where is it? The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Revision says desperately sick. Jeremiah 22:23. How gracious shalt thou be when pangs come upon thee. And revision says, how gracious, how greatly to be pitied shalt thou be when pains come upon thee. Lamentations, they that be dead of old. Revision says, those that have been dead, have been long dead. That's not too bad, but still. Ezekiel 11:16, I will be to them as a little sanctuary. Okay. And the revision says, a sanctuary for a little while. Ezekiel 21:29, when their iniquity shall have an end. And revision says, in the time of the iniquity of the end. Ezekiel 33:5, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Revision says, whereas if he had taken warning, he should have delivered his soul. Daniel 3:16, we are not careful to answer thee. Revision says, we're not careful to answer these in this matter. Revision says, we have no need to answer thee. Daniel 3:25, the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. Revision says, like a son of the gods. No. Don't need to be saying all that. Daniel 7:9, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Revision says, I beheld till the thrones were placed, and one that was Ancient of Days did sit. Daniel 8:25, by peace shall destroy many. Revision says, and their security shall he destroy many. Two different things. Hosea, her rulers with shame do love, give ye. Revision says, her rulers dearly love shame. Hosea 10:1, Israel is an empty vine. Revision says, a luxurious vine. Two different things. Empty vine, luxurious vine. Two different things. Opposite each other. Hosea 14:2, take away all iniquity and receive us graciously. Revision says, and accept that which is good. Joel 2:6, all faces shall gather blackness. Revision, all waxed pale. Two different things. Amos, pale is a different color than blackness. Amos 5:21, I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Revision says, will take no delight in. Amos 6:1, woe to them that are at ease in Zion. Revision says, them that are secure. Let's see here, I want to make sure of something. Okay. Alright. Amos 6:5, the chant to the sound of the viol. And Revision says that sing idle songs to the sound of the viol. Jonah 4:8, fainted and wished in himself to die. The Revision says, and requested for himself that he might die. Micah, turning away, he hath divided our fields. The Revision says, to the rebellious, he hath divided our fields. Micah 7:19, he will subdue our iniquities. Revision says, will tread our iniquities underfoot. Two different things. Nahum 2:3, the chariots shall be with flaming torches, and fir trees shall be terribly shaken. Revision says, the chariots flash with steel, and the spears are shaken terribly. What? Habakkuk 2:5, because he transgresseth by wine. Revision says, moreover wine is a treacherous dealer. Treacherous. I can't get the word out right. Zephaniah 2:1. O nation not desired. Revision. O nation that hath no shame. No shame. Zephaniah 3:18. The reproach of it was a burden. Revision says the burden upon her was a reproach. Haggai 2:7. Desire of all nations. Revision says desirable things of all nations shall come. The desire of all nations shall come, and it says in revision, desirable things of all nations shall come. Zechariah 2:6-5, 2 more to go. These are the four spirits of the heavens, and the revision says four winds of the heavens. Zechariah 10:1. The Lord shall make bright clouds. Revision says that maketh lightnings. Malachi 2:12. The Lord will cut off the man that doeth this, the master and the scholar. Revision says him that waketh and him that answereth. Excuse me. Yeah, him that waketh and him that answereth. Huh? Okay. So there you go. That's part 3. We'll be getting part 4 and 5 and 6, whatever, if we got to do that later on. Well, I will at least. Alright. See you later.